Right now on Up with KREm, the hospital crisis in North Idaho is getting worse. And now they're seeing an increase in severe COVID cases in children.
Kids show up in the emergency room and they wonder if they're going to die.
Doctors say they're seeing more severe cases than ever before.
Plus, hundreds of Washington schools are ranked low for inadequate HVAC systems. But our investigative team found some of the state's data is outdated. This morning, a closer look at how our local schools have made improvements in the last year.
And we're taking you outside on this cloudy Thursday morning. I'm going to let you know why clouds will soon be a thing of the past.
But I did keep one secret.
Survivor fans, Ricard from Washington made his debut on the show last night, and ahead of the premiere, he told us a secret that he kept from his competitors.
Up with KREm begins now.
Good morning and thanks for joining us on Up with KREm. I'm Channing Curtis.
Glad to have you here with us. I'm Tim Pham. In North Idaho, hospitals are seeing significant numbers of children admitted due to COVID. Now,
Kootenai health doctors say that symptoms range from mild illness to severe. The most severe cases have to be sent to places like Sacred Heart in Spokane because Kootenai Health doesn't have an ICU for children. And some of the patients have to be put on ventilators. North Idaho health leaders from the front lines came together this week saying the surge in cases is also having a major impact on children's mental health.
Currently in our clinic, we have had a 200% increase in the number of COVID positive patients in just our clinic alone.
These children are experiencing symptoms that are similar to trauma.
So this is also happening as most schools in North Idaho welcome students back to the classroom. That's right, and now health leaders are calling on local schools to help by taking more precautions like social distancing. So we wanted to know what it would take for the Coeur d'Alene School District to approve a mask requirement. Despite science showing they are effective, masks are really still a controversial topic in the school district. So Nicole Hernandez is joining us now from Kootenai County this morning. So Nicole, can you tell us where board members stand on this issue?
Yeah, so really it's been a pretty consistent split vote, 3-2 against the mask mandate. So right now I'm live here at Winton Elementary School, one of the schools in the Coeur d'Alene School District. Like I mentioned, they don't have a mask mandate right now. Their stance on masks is that they're strongly recommended, but not required. So in order for that decision to change, the Board of Trustees for the Coeur d'Alene School District would have to make that decision by vote. Right now, the board chair and 2 other trustees are against a mask mandate, and 2 trustees support the mask requirements in school. Like I mentioned, that 3-2 vote that's been pretty consistent. One board member who is against the mask mandate said even with the mask mandate, Washington and Oregon are in a COVID crisis still.
The question I ask is if you have 2 states that have mask mandates in place and they are under the same crisis, maybe we're looking in the wrong place.
Board members who support a mask requirement actually voted against the reopening plan altogether. They're concerned other safety measures in the reopening plan aren't strong enough to make up for not requiring masks.
Already there's 168 students that are out because of COVID, and I wonder again about the quality of their education that they're receiving being out. I wonder, can't we try and reduce the number of those kids that are even out, and if masking is one layer of that.
Now, Kootenai Health submitted a letter urging the board to require masks. 120 healthcare workers signed that letter. And those who signed the letter did say that having people mask up in schools and having people get vaccinated as well would really help relieve the stress that we're seeing in hospitals here. Live in Coeur d'Alene, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Now, new overnight, the Spokane Public School Board discussed possible solutions to their ongoing bus driver shortage.
So this was the first time that we've actually heard the board talk about potential ways the school district could solve this issue. They discussed partnering with the Spokane Transit Authority to help take students to sporting events. And then they also talked about providing bus passes to students and carpooling.
You're starting to see across the country less of a universal model and more of a menu. So you can use public transit, you can use a yellow school bus, you could do ride share. Like there's these different types of options as they're really looking to diversify what that looks like. And to your inquiry, that's the hope with the work group is to is to look at what are all the different options that are out there that are being used around the country, and what's the best approach for Spokane Public Schools.
Now, another option they talked about was transportation reimbursement for families. No final decisions were made, but of course we'll keep you updated as we learn more about the district's plans.
All right, 7:35 now on a Friday Eve.
Pre-Friday.
Pre-Friday, whatever you like to call it.
Friday Junior.
Friday Junior. Baby Friday. Yeah, all the good things, because one day closer to the weekend.
That's right.
Jeremy. And it sounds like it's going to be a nice couple of few days.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically there. So the way I look at it, weekend, Saturday, Sunday. So that means by Friday you can just check out. So today's kind of basically Friday. And
it's basically
the weekend, as we just said. So, hey, happy weekend, everybody. Right now, we do have those temperatures hovering near 50 degrees here in town, 48 in Spokane, 53 in Coeur d'Alene, 52 in Sandpoint, 47 in Moses Lake, and 54 in Wenatchee. We got a little bit of cloud cover, the thickest of it right over the top of us in Spokane right now. Look out to the west. You're going to find the breaks. Those breaks, break it up. Sorry. Those take us through the day today. And as they arrive, the sun shines down and temperatures climb. We're in the low 70s later on this afternoon. And here we sit just about an hour and a half away from some sunny skies. So things are looking up. If you like sunshine, though, oh, this weekend's going to be great. Don't call it fall just yet. Summer is still trying.
All right, it is 7:36. Time for your morning rush. More news in less time.
First up, Samaritan Hospital in Moses Lake is now postponing all elective surgeries. The hospital says the decision is due to a surge in cases in the Moses Lake community. Right now, they receive about 20 COVID patients a day. The temporary pause is in place until next month.
4 teenagers have been charged for attacking a sleeping woman outside an abandoned Shopco. Spokane police say the assault was captured on video on August 27th at the north location on Newport Highway. And with the help of community tips, the teens are now facing felony charges. According to police, the woman has recovered from her injuries.
Hundreds more first responders, medical workers, and state employees are joining a lawsuit over Washington's COVID-19 vaccine mandate. Their challenge comes about 1 month before the deadline. Roughly 600 people are joining the lawsuit, challenging Governor Jay Inslee's vaccine mandate, arguing he has overstepped his authority. The governor's office responded, saying the requirements are legal. The plaintiffs want a judge to overturn the mandate, but they have less than 4 weeks to argue their case.
Now that's your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's going on in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREm on social media.
I was all alone, just working in the middle of nowhere and mosquito infested, and I thought Survivor couldn't be any worse than this.
The newest season of Survivor is officially underway, and we're catching up with the former contestant from Post Falls on his experience with the show.
Then later, Idaho lawmakers are looking for a way around vaccine mandates. Coming up in our next half hour, how an attorney is making a plan of action.